Итак, всем привет, у микрофона 451, и сегодня у нас праздничный стрим в честь 9 мая. Решил выбрать эту игрушку, потому что Atomic Heart там обнова выскочила, капец, да?
You are comrade Иван Иванович Привалов. In 1961, you were selected for the Shukovgrad, descending through the Earth's crust to discover the relative hollowness of the interior and its suitability for colonization.
Так, вроде неплохо идем.
No, you've lost me, General. Did I do what?
You and little Orpheus were dropped into an extinct volcano to drill to the center of the Earth and find out if we could establish a city there. Note, if you will, that this date is over 3 years ago.
Of course. It was large and round and had something of a disagreeable smell.
I was referring to specification.
Well, General, I am no man of science, but it had this radio thing that I was supposed to use to let the surface know I had arrived, and some sort of battery wrapped in this lead box. But I was told to not touch anything under any circumstances, and I did notice the engineers who worked on it were quite a shifty bunch.
Правильно, игра очень красивая в плане графики.
The little Orpheus device contained a radio transmitter capable of sending a signal through miles of solid rock. In order to boost this, a powerful energy source was required. An atomic bomb, comrade Preval. An atomic bomb that you have lost somewhere below the Earth's crust.
Ah, yes, that bomb. Of course, General. I can explain everything. But it is a long and somewhat complicated story. And let me assure you, this is not a case of milking chickens. But you won't understand where your bomb and little Orpheus has ended up unless I start at the very beginning and you let me tell you where I've been for the last 3 years.
From the beginning, then. But this had better be good.
Good, General. It's more than good. It's extraordinary. And it began like this.
Пишите в чат, а то как-то одиноко, что ли. Эпизод 1. Товарищи к центру.
An extraordinary sight. I realized this must be the fabled land of Plutonia, as documented by the brilliant scholar Obruchev. A trail of destruction, carved by the rocket drill, led down into the wild and mysterious jungle. The rocket drill itself must have snapped in half somewhere below Kamchatka, and little Orpheus bounced out and became lost in that prehistoric forest. If I was ever to get home, my mission was clear: to find little Orpheus. I steeled myself and plunged deeper into that prehistoric jungle where insects the size of dogs buzzed around.
Dogs? What sort of dogs?
I beg your pardon, General?
Large dogs or small dogs? Big like an ovchaka or small like a barlonka?
Does it really matter?
Of course. Detail is all important.
Сейчас посмотрим, что будем делать. Пройдем эту секцию. Вот сейчас должно вроде получше быть. Видите, поправил интернет и все норм. Вроде как. Спасите. Да, я говорю, там с интернетом иногда затупо бывает. Оп.
Between the trees, I could see huge beasts, larger and more ancient than any known to our modern times. Could it be that Obrachev was right? And deep below the Earth's surface, prehistoric monsters still roam freely.
Yes, but little Orpheus.
Terrible lizard intent on making a snack of me was none other than the most awful of the monsters, the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh, now you are an expert on dinosaurs.
Oh, hardly an expert, General. Just educated by the best schools in the world, like all good socialists. And I remembered one crucial thing.
I'm listening.
Well, its greed is without bottom. Its hunger is ferocious, but its brain is absolutely tiny. So, it can roar and roar as much as it likes, but it will never be a match for the sharpened mind of the good Soviet worker. All I needed was a plan to outwit the monster. Imagine my shock and surprise to find in that clearing the last part of the rocket drill. More shocking was the fact it had been ransacked. Someone had made off with the tools, the weapons, the rations, and the spare parts for the Pragviev. I began to suspect foul play. Perhaps little Orpheus was not lost at all, but stolen. All I could do was follow the trail further into Plutonia.
О, секция со стелсом. Давай, беги, беги, беги. Давай, 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 топи, топи, топи. Ха-ха. Обманули дурака на 4 кулака. Ох ты.
So we all agree this was the fabled land of Plutonia, do we? I don't remember accepting that.
I will admit it might not have been Plutonia if you are prepared to accept the dinosaur.
This isn't a negotiation, Iván Ivановich.
General, you can disagree all you like, but there's very little you can do to persuade me it wasn't a dinosaur.
I might not be able to persuade you, but I can always have you shot.
Все равно так бежать. Да? Давай, побежал, побежал. Ха-ха. Ошибка. Плохое. Почему? Боже, интернет, дай мне сил. Плохое. О, боже. Ладно, сейчас что-нибудь будем пробовать.
As you, with only 100 men equipped with a, we could roll across Europe.
Так, проверим нашу трансляцию. Нет данных? А, отлично пишет. Битрейт прям вообще упал. Хотя вот сейчас немного вырос, но больше что-то падает. Качество соединения отличное, ну, может быть, хоть сейчас. Точно отличное. А то что-то меня терзают смутные сомнения. Опять плохое. Да что ж такое запущу? Опять нет данных. Да что ж такое-то сегодня, а? Боже, все нормально было. Нет, блин, началось. Все, вроде оно сейчас наладилось, должно сейчас лучше быть. Я правда уже не знаю, блин. Пишут, что качество соединения отличное, но у меня есть вопросики. Ладно, вроде наладилось. Надолго ли? Вопрос.
horrendous beast had returned and was hungrier than ever.
Perhaps it was angry it had been fooled by an egg-wearing idiot.
That is unkind, General. It may have been small of brain, but it was grand of stature.
Whereas you, Ivan Ivanovich, are lacking in both departments. Presuming there were no more eggs to hide in, did you have a new plan?
I did, General.
Please, do tell me, what was this brilliant plan?
I ran like hell, General.
Will our intrepid yet doomed hero survive the jaws of the ferocious dinosaur? Will he meet his end miles underground as an aperitif for a ravenous raptor? What dark secrets could be buried in the lost city of Agatha? Will the general ever discover the location of his lost bomb? All of these questions and more will be answered in the next exciting episode of Little Orpheus!